everyone, this is my third video sharing my flight controllers, especially the joystick. I will cover the throttle on a separate review because I've put my throttle in attached to the cockpit somehow, but most of the one that I review actually is either unused right now or yeah, so something that I can detach and show you here in my studio. So the next one that I'm going to show you, I've shared with you the first, not the first, I think the second one, but the oldest joystick that I have, which is Logitech Extreme 3D Pro. The link is up here, and I've also review or show you my experience. Actually, the X55 Sidec X55 Rhinos flight stick, not the throttle, because throttle is gone, being modified, tear down into my DIY FA18C. So those Sidec X55 review, the video link is up here, and you can find all the links below in my comment, in the comment description below. This time I'm gonna review a bit the other controller or the other joystick, not the controllers, which is one of my best. Okay, however, with a caveat, and you'll see what happens with that. Of course, it is Thrustmaster HOTAS Warthog. Okay, the Thrustmaster HOTAS Warthog is one of my favorite plastic, of course, but with some, of course, with some caveat. You will see the video here in the box. Something probably, what is that? Basically, this is my Thrustmaster HOTAS Warthog base. Okay, I've tear it down because it's broken. Okay, what happened is that one of the sensor, if I can show you, I think I put some testing mechanisms. I think there is a I don't know which is that part. There is, okay, this one. This one is the sensor, the contactless sensors, the Hall effect sensors. They call it HART. HEART technology. It's basically Hall effect sensors, which actually connect to the gimbal. Okay, there's a gimbal that is actually moved around. So what happened is that this chips has been like hit and broken, right? Like detached from the PCB, and I've tried to solder it back and it won't work. Okay, so I think the chip is broken or the PCB broken. I'm not sure, and so it's the base is rendered useless. So it's a while ago. I think 3 years ago, before I bought a Firple base, a Firple Warbird base to replace it. Okay, I didn't buy this base anymore because I want to try anyway the newer models, and you can see the spring on the for the HOTAS bar is very huge, and it's only one spring anyway, and it's quite I mean durable. All metals casing, only several durable plastic molded plastics. The rest is very durable. So okay, so this is the base. So I won't show you the stick attached to the base, okay? Because no more base today is in the box. I don't know. I might have modded someday later. I'm not sure. I haven't had a time to really work on it anyway, or even send it to for repair. Unfortunately, we'll see if there's a repair kit or something. I'm not sure, but it's rendered useless right now. I've created a video on how I tear it down, so if I need to, I can go back and try to repair it. Okay, so let's put it aside here, but I'm going to talk about the stick. Okay, so the Thrustmaster HOTAS Warthog stick and throttle basically is a replica for A10C. Okay, Thunderbolts. So basically, that's the aircraft that it's replicate. But the stick actually is similar with the F-16, if I'm not mistaken. This grips similar with F-16s. So I think it can be used for F-16. I bought another stick, the hand grips for FA-18C. So that stick, and with my purple Warbird stick, basically attached to my FA-18C cockpit, DIY cockpit. So it stay there for this at this moment. So I don't want to dismantle it for the review. So I'm going to review it over there. But this one is not used at this moment. So I haven't really created, let's say, F-16 or A-10C cockpit anyway. So, and I haven't really been able to attach it to the base because the purple Warbird has been used for F-18C cockpit. Okay, but this is a replica, so it's really quite accurate, except for the base, of course. But this hand grips is really uh, accurate, I guess, much more accurate with the real one. Um, and and the best of it is actually it's all metal, almost the case. It's very heavy. You can feel it if you put it in the base, of course. But you can feel it when it moves. I have to be careful because this. Uh, but if you just weigh it, it's really heavy, kilos more definitely. And it uses a durable plastic material, so it's very durable. Okay, precision move definitely because it's using Hall effect sensors. If you see, it's 16 bits also, similar with Sidec X55 is 16 bit. I'm not sure with Logitech Extreme 3D Pro though. I don't think it's probably 12 or 10 bits, but this one is 16 bits. Okay, so it's precise. Only to access because it's roll and pitch, no rudder for this Thrustmaster HOTAS Warthog because it's really replica of the fighter jet controller, hand stick controller. Okay, the coil, 5 coil spring. You see, this is five coil, not 5 spring provided. Only 5 coil, but a very big one. Only 1 spring provided, and I think it's adjustable. I forgot. I think you can adjust a bit on the tension, but yeah, I forgot. So I haven't really played. I bought it actually a used controller, not from new. So but I don't think that's broken by the seller because I've using it for a while. But then suddenly it's not working after I use it several times. Probably something loose and knock out these chips. I don't know, but anyway, uh, but I have no regret because this is a very high quality stick. It has 9 programmable buttons. I think it's 8-way switch here, 8-way switch here, 8-way switch here, 4-way switch here. This is 4-way and 1 push button. So usually the gun is bind using the push, and forward is aim 7 if I'm mistaken, AMRAM to the rear, and to the inner is actually M9. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, M9. Yeah, that is authentic build, authentic binding. This one usually for trim, nose down, nose up, left wing down, left wing up, and this one is for weapon release. And it certainly have a pressure in it, that a very strong tension to push it, and uh, is really need a lot of force. This one is definitely for binding something else, like your view or something. You can use it for something else. Okay, so this one is I forgot. I haven't really played around with the lot. I have never really used A10C or F-16, but I think it's sensor select. You can do a sensor select here, but no pressing here. Usually you use in the throttle anyway for FA18C. For FA18C hand grip, it's much less button here. I think it's only the trim. There's a head treaty or the sensor select, or the sensor select. Um, uh, head switch and then the weapon release, and I don't think there's here in F18C. Anyway, so here there's another switch button here, and yeah, this is 4-way, and there's some marking here. And then the pinky switch. This is not an analog pink kind of toggle switch. It's only a switch, a push button switch. So the VKB Virpol provide an analog switch here, or yeah, and also this one used for usually uh, designate undesignate button, and this trigger is dual trigger, so first trigger and second trigger, so on the final one, so first second, so it's not that clicky, but you can feel it. 1 2 1 2. Okay, so 19 all programmable buttons here, very heavy, realistic design, definitely compare with the real 810C Thunderbolts or Warthog. Yeah, so it's very nice build. So this is definitely durable. This is all metals. Even the this fastener is all metal, and they are not skim through the build quality. Of course, the connector here is a bit small, so it's very prone for like bend, like the pins inside is very thin. Compare with, for example, the Cytec XY5. There's using a very round, big pins. This one is very small. Yeah, so this one is definitely a high quality one. Only one spring though. You can buy aftermarket though. There's several color spring aftermarket provided that. Also, aftermarket provide an extension rod pipe, so you can extend this further, like almost 20 centimeters if I'm not mistaken. I bought the 10 centimeter one that I've put in the FA18C DIY cockpit, but I cannot show it here. I will show it later on when I review the FA18C grips flight stick. Okay, so just to show you, this is the Thrustmaster HOTAS Warthog. The quality of this control is definitely good. The durability, the pros definitely durability, because it's all metals, contactless, using the Hall effect sensors. They call it hard technology. Um, Realistic feel, definitely heavy. The build quality, so it's cold when you touch it. Compare with Cytec X55's plastic, which is warm. This one, you feel like you touch a metal. Although if you're using a glove, you won't feel it anyway. But yeah, I mean, it's really realistic feel. I think the accuracy is there with 16-bit, similar with Cytec, of course. But yeah, the durability is far away above the Cytec one. It's also programmable and updatable firmware, because Thrustmaster is still active updating the firmware, while Cytec, I think, is no longer very active. I think it's after they're being bought by Logitech. I'm not sure they are serious enough to grow the X55 series or X series of the Cytec controllers. But yeah, I mean, this one with the FA18C hand grips that you can put into the base, there's at least two options, right? This one can be used for 810C Thunderbolt or Warthog, and then the other, this one also can be used for F16, for example. But F16 has a bit more different kind of feel. I think they use kind of preload kind of sensor, not gimbal based. I think some of the aftermarket provide that specific base for F16s, but can use this hand grips for the grips, not the base. Okay, and more options, because there's an extension pipe and cables, of course, that can attach to the base, and there's also various base that is compatible with this. Virpol series Virpol brand is compatible directly with Thrustmaster. So their controller or their base controller you can plug and play with the Thrustmaster hand grips. Okay, their grip also definitely using the same connectors and controllers, so they're compatible. So I'm using the FA18C with the Warbird, the purple Warbird, as a replacement of this broken one. So yeah, so that is the good thing, because at least you have an option between using Thrustmaster base or the newer technology in, to me, there's newer technology in terms of the base using dual cam access. Um, yeah, so you can use that also. And also VKB, although it's not directly compatible, they provide like a small conversion, a converter where you can attach to Thrustmaster hand stick or grips that can attach to their base also. So you can use your Thrustmaster hand grips, this grip, into VKB base. However, the VKB base, I think it's much lighter weight kind of, because their hand grip is all plastic and less weight. Yeah, I don't know if they are quite durable enough to withstand this all metal kind of hands. So the like the I don't know. I think you can change the spring definitely on VKB and Purple also to adjust to this all metal kind of hand grip, because the kind of the weight ratio, the balance of this stick compared to the all plastic stick of VKB and Purple will have a different effect of the, like, like how do you call it, a dampening effect. Like if you let it go, it will like slowly move because it's very heavy. But on the other hand, yeah, I don't know. It could be tilted into, if it's using a weaker spring, it can be tilted into one way, or it won't go back to the center. Anyway, so this one is very heavy. Of course, the con is more expensive, definitely in the range of more serious pro kind of controllers, but not that expensive as, dedicated controllers. Even like VKB and Purple has more expensive option, because even the base price of the price of the base Purple base, I think the CM50, if I'm mistaken, that's the cost of the Warthog controller, right? You get the throttle also, if I'm not mistaken. I forgot the price, so you can check yourself in Amazon or eBay or something. But yeah, but this one is definitely way above Zytec, and but not as expensive as Purple or even PKB in some extent. But it is the only all metal build so far that I know, because the other one's still using a hard plastic or durable plastic materials. Yeah, limited spring, because you have to buy aftermarket if you want to change the spring, the tension spring. I don't think it's adjustable though. I forgot. Okay, so this one is for whom? Definitely for serious simmer who wants authentic feel and accuracy. Um, yeah, so it's more geared toward flight, sorry, flight jet aircraft, fighter jet simulator. Although you can use this one for space simulator, but yeah, I mean, you can use any stick anyway for anything. But the design is basically is for the fighter jet simulator. And also a very specific design, because this one is for F-16 and A-10C, for example, or Thunderbolts. The other one is for FA-18C. There's another one from Purple and VKB for F-14, for example, and some of the Russian fighter they created also, a generic one. Yeah, but that is geared toward fighter jet, okay, and non-ambidextrous definitely, because you cannot use this one for left hand. VKB and Purple create their Space Sim ambidextrous joystick that is mostly for flight sim, space sim. So you can have two of them, and you know to control your space aircraft. Okay, that is ambidextrous, but this one is not. This one is for right hand, either in the center, like 8 and C put in the center between your thigh for 8 and C, or on the side stick for your F16 side stick. Okay, but still on the right side. Highly durable, definitely, because this is if you want for commercial use, like if you want to rent your cockpit for publics, I think it will last long. Still okay, because it's all metal. The switch also have a rating of thousands of clicks. I think it's meant for commercial. I think the military, U.S. military simulators for practice and for VR practice. I saw in the video YouTube they use also this Thrustmaster product. So I think it's definitely a durable product. Okay, I'm not going to talk too much on this one because I haven't really show you any product here because it's tear down already and in a bin back a box like this. But I can assure you this one is a worthy purchase, and that's why I bought immediately when FA18C come out. I immediately purchased it because at the time I was still building my FA18C DIY cockpit. So I said, "What? This is what I want." Immediately order it, and when it comes, I'm very happy. Unfortunately, the base is broken. Then I have to buy the Purple Warbird base, and to replace it, I supposed to buy the CM50 though. That is more durable. It has a kind of a dampening adjustment, but yeah, it's very expensive. Quite expensive. But at that time, I was just opting for the Warbird, and then I mod the Warbird further to strengthen the spring, and then adding a dampener myself. Unfortunately, I cannot show you that one because I'm not going to dismantle that from my cockpit. Yeah, so I've also tear down or broke like open up some of the Purple Warbird case to allow a second spring to be attached and a dampener, kind of. I forgot the material. It's not a plastic, but it's very slippery materials where you can put force in it, but it still kind of put a dampening effect into the cam. Okay, it is not is not a proof modification definitely, but yeah, that's the one that I've used. So here it is, Thrustmaster HOTAS Warthog, one of my favorite controller. Besides, I will review the throttle itself definitely. A separate discussion, but the throttle itself also all metal, almost all metal, very durable, and enjoyable to use that throttle mechanisms. Even that is the highest grade throttle that I've ever purchased. I think Purple and VKB also will come up with some. VKB will come up soon, but Purple already have their own throttle, which is also good quality, I guess. Yeah, mostly using metal also. Okay, so that's it. If you want to leave comment or your experience using this flight stick, okay. So yeah, I will review the FA18C with the extension pipe. So I'm using a 10 centimeter extension pipe I bought from eBay. I forgot the store. I think that's the famous guy from Middle East that provide that extension. So I bought that with the cable provided, so it provide me a good extension for the FA18C cockpit. Okay, thank you. So hopefully it's